Mama Rafiki, Nate from Adventure Out Loud, and I'm really excited today because I'm here with my brother from Kenya, Tommy. Those of you who don't know Tommy is the founder of Mirror of Hope in Kenya. And Tommy, why don't you tell us a little bit about Mirror of Hope and about yourself?
My name is Tommy from Kenya, founder of Mirror of Hope, which is a community-based organization out in Kibera slums, one of the largest slums in Africa. And we are into the business of sponsoring kids to go to school, giving an opportunity to men and women to be able to be economically independent. And we are also doing lots of programs with the youth that empowerment in nature, but also addressing issues of mental health. I mean, mental health issues today, especially in Kibera, are very rampant. And so we are developing programs that support these young people to be able to have safe mental status.
It's a really great project. If you're ever in Kenya, I highly recommend setting aside at least a day to go and see Tommy and the Mirror of Hope, particularly doing the Kibera immersion that we offer, where through the Mirror of Hope we actually take you inside of Kibera, you meet one of the families that they're working with, and you cook lunch with them, which is great because then you get to swap stories, get to know each other. You leave as friends. The thing I like about what we're doing is it's a full immersion. You actually get to know the people, which is lovely.
That's always the best part of the Adventure Out Loud trips, just going into the slum and spending time with the people. Most organizations that we have encountered that visit Kibera are always doing it for tourism, but your trips are special in such a way that people get an opportunity to actually spend time with families. At the end of it all, that has always been the best experience, even for the families that get to experience these visitors. So I'm very happy with that, and I think that's the best thing you can ever do to a family in Kibera, because then it makes them feel accepted, and they know that even in their deplorable conditions, there are people who can still come and spend time with them.
It's actually the feedback I value most out of that experience and out of our partnership over 10 years, I think. It might even be more than 10 years now.
More than 10 years.
Is one, the tourist has an amazing experience, and that's important. But more important to me actually is the families always give us great feedback. And it's always really hard to break the news, when a tourist is coming on Wednesday and then they call up and say we can't come. The families are always so upset, aren't they? Because they took the day off, they were really excited.
And they've prepared some nice fish and ugali.
Exactly. The other gift that you can give to them, and this is a big part of what we do, is sponsoring a kid through school, and that's another great part of our partnership over the years. So we donate half of our profits to keep kids in school and to also support conservation projects. And part of the way we do that is by partnering with people like organisations like the Mirror of Hope. Why is education important in Kenya, and what does going to school mean to someone?
Well, Kibera itself is, like I said, it's the biggest slum in Africa, and what happens is it's marred with a lot of poverty, and people in the slum don't get the same opportunities like people who are living outside there, away from the slum. And one of the biggest challenges in the slum, in Kibera slum, is always education. And what we believe in is, and we have actually seen this happen, when you give a child an opportunity to go to school, then you are literally helping them get themselves and their families out of the slum and break free from the cycle of poverty. And we've seen a good number of kids that we have sponsored and have gotten themselves out of the slum, which is really great. I personally lived in the slum many years back, got an opportunity from a stranger who gave me money to go for my 4 years of secondary school, and since then my life has never been the same again. And I compare myself with some of the friends I grew up with. You can't even begin comparing. Most of them are into drugs or crime, but here I am, paying it forward and supporting many more children who are living in this slum to be able to get an opportunity to dream again, because without education your life can never be the way you want it to be.
Absolutely, and Tommy's a great testament, and there's so many other kids that we've sponsored that are same, Jacob and
Jadida.
You've also got Faith, who went across to Ghana and did a university and spread the word there. So the ripple effect of what you're doing is absolutely incredible, and I think that's something to remember as a Westerner. Is often we donate to charities and we don't really know where the money's going. The beauty of this partnership, and when you come and visit, is you see it firsthand. You meet little Jadida, who you're helping through school, and you meet her mum, and you see the impact you're going to have in her life, and then you track that impact throughout her education, so that one day you could even go to a graduation if you want and celebrate the graduation with the family. So it's a really special experience that I'd highly encourage anyone to go and do, whether that's through us or through someone else.
Yeah, and today we are sponsoring over 85 kids who are currently in secondary schools, and we have another 55 spread across different universities in Kenya. And these are all kids well on their way to breaking free from the cycle of poverty, and nothing makes us happier than just seeing that all this happening. We're very proud of that.
It's pretty cool from from you 30 odd years ago saying hi to some random white guy, and then him paying for you to go to the school, and then you're building this up. It is a very cool journey, isn't it?
It's very, very fulfilling, and I'm very happy doing what I do.
I mean, you've never got to meet that man again after that.
Never.
I wish there was a way. I mean, he's probably not alive anymore, but I wish there was a way for him to know the ripple that he started.
Oh yeah, it would be
pretty special.
Yeah.
Now Tommy's actually in Australia at the moment, which is where we're shooting this, and you're here on tour, Tommy. What are some of the things you're going to be doing over the next 4 or 5 weeks?
Well, I'll be going to different Rotary clubs, schools, meeting people in different community groups, and also having lunches and dinners with different people. And the main idea is basically to get new connections, update our current friends and sponsors on what's going on, what's happening back in Kenya, and also getting more kids sponsored as much as possible. One other thing that we will be doing is we are trying to raise funds to acquire a library in Kibera, where we can give an opportunity for our students, our sponsor students, to be able to study when they are home during school holidays, because kids back in the slum, it's just difficult to get an ample space to study because of the houses the way they are. When your neighbor is playing music, it feels like it's playing in your own house. So this library will be a game changer for us, enabling kids to be able to find this ample place to study.
Yeah, I think it's a really good project. Not only because it keeps kids out of trouble if they've got something that they can divert their attention to, but it's also so important for the kids to have books to read. Books are one of the best ways to learn, and a lot of these kids don't have access, reliable access to the internet, so books are the next best thing. Now, a lot of the people that will end up watching this are supporters of Mirror of Hope, so give us a rundown. What's been happening at Mirror of Hope the last couple of years?
For those who remember us from the early years, of course, you remember we were operating in a parish, a church compound, but then we had to move and went to a different location, and since then we have been working on expansion, increasing the numbers of kids that we are sponsoring. We are also currently doing a lot of programs for the women and men. There's a particular program that we are running, and this is actually sponsored by the Australian government through the Edmund Rice Foundation. Through this project, we are able to equip the women and men with the necessary skills that they need to be able to run their businesses and be able to be self-independent economically. Besides that, we are also doing different programs with the youth. We are running an ICT training program to empower the youth to be able to gain employment or start their own employment. We are also doing a tailoring training that targets young mothers, and most recently we just started a production unit of our tailoring project, where the girls that we train get absorbed into a tailoring unit where they participate in making different types of clothes, particularly school uniforms. The intention is to be able to sell and make money for themselves and also for Mirror of Hope. I mean, we are looking at ways in which we can make Mirror of Hope sustainable, so that we don't have to just sit and wait for donations from outside, but we are also doing something to be able to get money to continue running our program. So that's why we are doing this. We call it Hopecraft Studios, where we make school uniforms, corporate uniforms, and different types of attires.
I do want to give a massive shout out to Edmund Rice Foundation. They've supported Mirror of Hope for 9, almost 10 years now.
Yeah.
And the money that they've brought into the organisation has been fantastic, but more importantly than that, the training, the expertise, the structure and processes that they've helped Mirror of Hope set up, I think are actually very
amazing.
important.
Yeah.
So a big shout out to Edmund Rice, and also a massive shout out to Adventure Out Loud's community. Over the years we've sponsored, I can't even tell you off the top of my head, but a lot of kids through school.
Yeah.
We've also fundraised and run a lot of events to the Tommy, so thank you very much for your donations and your hard work over the years. So Tommy, you're in Australia at the moment.
Yeah.
If people want to see where you are and come and hear you speak, where do they go?
Well, I'm spending at least just over 2 weeks in Queensland, going to different places, starting off from Bundaberg, and then I'll be back in Brisbane for a couple of weeks, and then after that I'm heading off to Victoria. I'll spend some time around Melbourne, Ocean Grove, Ballarat, where I'll be speaking at different places, including schools, Rotary clubs, and also some corporate events that have been put up.
And is there a list on Mirror of Hope's Facebook?
No, but then there'll always be updates on where next I'm going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can also get hold of Tommy via us at hello@adventureoutloud.com. We'll happily send you his schedule. Given time frame, we're now at the end of July, so Tommy's in Queensland till about the middle of August, and then off to Victoria after that.
Correct.
Yeah. So he's here for basically all of August 2026.
And we have a meet and greet on Sunday, must be the 9th, that's next Sunday, in Brisbane. We can share those details, because we're looking forward to having as many people as possible join us for this. It will be a lunch event, and that's the opportunity for most people to come and meet and greet and hear updates about Mirror of Hope. Thank you. We really appreciate the partnership, and always happy to welcome Adventure Out Loud community at Mirror of Hope, and we're looking forward to continuing even further with this relationship.
Karibu Australia.
Asante sana.